Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Here's a speed threat, Brandon Marsh.
The center fielder, number 16, Brandon Marsh.
And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. Soroka, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep. And that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. In the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty. And that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Simeon, toss over to first. They get the out on a Rosarena. Yordan Alvarez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is in for a strike. Misses off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. And that's outside. Wind in the pitch. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So 2 down. Here's Matt Olson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Matt Olson, he's one of those guys with light tower power from the left side. You know, reached 100 career home runs in less.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. That'll touch down off the base of the fence. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Lars Nootbaar.
The left fielder.
The wide to kick the pitch. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Marcus Simeon. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. The other way. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Was a moonshot, and we're all square. It's 1-1. Here's Kyle Tucker. In there, and it's 0-1. Tied up here in the early going. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. Kicks and deals. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Soroka back to work. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Now one missed.
That's in.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-1 now. And a foul ball. 2-2. And downstairs. On the ground, Semien. In plenty of time to first. One out in the second. Here comes Max Muncy. Big time power.
Max Muncy.
In there for strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That one carrying, and it's off the top of the wall. Muncy into second, and he's got a double. Here's Josh Young. Swings and misses. Slider right there. Now 1-1. The 1-1. That smash towards center. And base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Runner from third in to score. It's 2-1.
Back-to-back singles, turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Marsh swings through it for strike one. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Next pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. And now it's filled up.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with. That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Rosarena in the box lays off for ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes the count.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to it.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Semien to second, and that's 2. Back here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the second. Stepping up for the Guardians, Christopher Morel. The pitch. Up the middle, Muncy. That's one out the bottom of the second. Chas McCormick digs in for the Guardians.
The center
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Right side. Nice grab.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Yan Gomes. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. McCormick leads off first with 1 away. And that one is lifted in the air. Bryant makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the first baseman, Owen Miller. And that's in there for strike 1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Laser could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's 3-2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Nootbaar in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Center field. Marsh brings it in, and the inning is over. New inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Yordan Alvarez. Soroka back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Yordan Alvarez blasts one out, and this game is tied. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Matt Olson steps to the plate for the White Sox. Doubled in his first AB. Ground ball right side. Gathers and throws to first. And Olson is set down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Bryant now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one hit to right. Tucker should have it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 2. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man aboard, and now it's Max Muncy. That one fouled off. Alvarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. 1-1 now. That one to first. What a stop. And they get the out. Bottom of the inning. Here is Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
The right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's gone. Home run. Marcus Semien goes deep. And that gives him a lead. It's 4-3. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this one. Swung on, belted. Back there. And that ball is out of here. Jose Ramirez bops one out. His second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-3. Now here is Kyle Tucker. Hard ground ball, base knock. Christopher Morel getting ready to hit. First pitch just misses. Morel goes 5 feet 11 inches, 23 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. That one drifts inside.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out there to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive and a box score tomorrow. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And a pitch. Good eye right there.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's a strike. And the count is 2-2. And the pitch. Bounced out to short. Witt over to second. On to Olsen. That's 2. Now it's Yan Gomes. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Hard hit down the line and left. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In comes the run from third. It's 5-3.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Gomes off of first with 2 away. That one the other way, and it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with a pitch in that location.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-0.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Next pitch is popped up, and that will end the inning. Here in Cleveland as we go to the top of the 4th. And now here is Josh Young. pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. This one in the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. The 1-1. They say it went. No outs. Runner on second. And a pitch. High in the air, out to right. Tucker makes the grab. One down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that one hammered way back there. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Yency Almonte. And it hauls it in for the out.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Chris, Alvarez has turned into one of the best young hitters, maybe one of the best hitters in all of baseball. He's got some of the most raw power in the entire game. Left-hand batter waits. And there's a ball.
Yeah, and won that Silver Slugger Award in 2022 in a slugging percentage of .613. And
this ball gets down. It's a hit. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and they trail by 1.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Alvarez off of first with 2 away. And that one almost got him. Got him. Good job at damage control right there.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 35.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
The left fielder.
Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. The 0-2. And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
The pitch. And that one lifted in the air center field. Marsh makes the grab, one down. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Kyle Tucker, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Nootbaar rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Terry Francona bringing the bat off the bench. Ezekiel Duran. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Ball 1, no strikes. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next offering is down low. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Yan Gomes digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's 8-5.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now this is down for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball. And
this one in the air right field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as a run scores. So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar, 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a swing and a miss. Second and third, 2 down. Ripped on a line. And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. Well, Chris, baseball fans remember Chris Bryant winning the World Series in 2016, but Cub fans still remember Bryant's throw across the diamond to make it official. He recorded the final out in that rainy Game 7. Check swing didn't go, and now 2-0. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fly ball down the line. Caught! And he made a great effort on that one. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Max Muncy at the dish. 1 for 2. That one's in there. 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or eat.
Ouch, that one got him.
Oh, that stings right there. He was just 1 out away from going back to his seat in the dugout, but instead he's going to have to face another test. Hopefully he can forget about the one that got away. Luke, have you forgotten about the one that got away?
Line to left. Nootbaar puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Second baseman,
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Witt over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball inside.
Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a 1-2 again. In the air, left field. Out. Number 2.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Tucker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
now that's the designated
Ezekiel Duran digs in for the Guardians. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Back here at the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr., a second-generation big leaguer. His dad won 142 games in the show. The Royals made Bobby Jr. the number 2 overall pick in the 2019 draft right after Adley Rutschman, and he made his debut in 2022. Finished behind Julio Rodriguez, Rutschman, and Stephen Kwan for Rookie of the Year. Great crop of rookies. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Gomes to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Line drive, base hit, right field.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And he deals. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Chris, it's pretty amazing to think that Yordan Alvarez could actually be a Dodger. The Dodgers originally signed him in 2016, and a little over a year later, Arozarena on the move. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Yordan Alvarez circles the bases. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-7. The new pitcher in the game, Tim Mesa. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Here is Matt Olson. First pitch, and he just misses. Next offering way off the plate.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
2 down, nobody on. This to center field. McCormick trying to get there. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the center fielder, Chas McCormick. Rayleigh back to work. That one missing inside. Rayleigh, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Right side, hard hit. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Gomes measures 6 feet 2 inches, 35 years old, and he's a native of Brazil. Yan Gomes waits.
The first time we saw a native of Brazil play in the majors was in 2012. That list keeps growing, and I don't expect things to slow down either.
Out to short. Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
The first baseman, number 6.
Owen Miller digs in for the Guardians. The 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit. And he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit. Man at first, and up next for Cleveland, Bryson Stott. That's in there. Strike 1. Miller leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Top of inning number 7, and now the right fielder, Chris Bryant. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Trevor Stephan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. And that skips in the dirt. There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Francisco Alvarez steps to the plate for the White Sox. That hits the dirt. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Good eye right there.
2-0.
That's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage. Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Muncy now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. No outs, runners at first and second. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Here's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Rolled to short, could be 2. On to Simeon. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Cleveland. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. The pitch. There's the strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And the righty deals. Misses inside. Going to count 1-2.
It's a good take.
High fly ball down the left field line. Arozarena going back. Back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Marcus Simeon digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Good eye in that spot. And 1-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering down in the dirt. Right-handed reliever. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one 95 to finish him off. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And takes low for ball 1. Just missed. Next pitch off the plate. And that's ball 3. There's the strike. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That's in for a strike. Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses. 2-1. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He gets to the bag in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. We go to the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. And a pitch. That to right. Tucker should have it. Makes the catch for the out. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Next to hit, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now time called. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as 2 relievers continue to throw in the bullpen. Rafael Montero into the game.
Now for the Cardinals, number 47, Montero.
Stepping in, Randy Arozarena. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Grounder might be 2. The throw to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Guardians DH, Ezekiel Duran. And the right-hander back to work. Just off the inside edge. Broken bat, and it's popped up. No throw. He's safe at first.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
Next one misses. Now 2-0. On a line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Gomes, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Owen Miller.
The first baseman.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Next pitch is popped up. So first and second with 2 outs. This is Bryson Stott. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. They're waving around Duran. He'll score easily, and the lead is up to 5.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
That's a laser base hit. McCormick coming home. 1 run across. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. So up next, Marcus Semien. He's already homered here in this one.
Number 46.
That one ripped. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Knocks it down. The run scores from first, extending their lead. It's 15-7.
Waste no time there. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile effort.
That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they now lead by 9. Safe at second.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Marsh makes the catch, inning over. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Montero, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Righty to the plate. That one off the mark, and the count is 1-2. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. In the dirt. Gomes gets it to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
In the dirt. Tosses to first. White Sox down to their final out. So it's their last chance in this one. Chris Bryant digs in now. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 strikes.
Down to their final strike. And that's in the dirt. Out to short, stop. Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Four hours and 2 minutes.